2. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I have an absolutely magical story for you. One that reminds us that even the smallest heart can hold the biggest courage. Get ready to journey with me to Silver Hill, where a little boy's wish changed everything. Our story begins in a quiet little town, home to a cheerful 7-year-old boy named Benny. Now, Benny wasn't just any boy. He was full of curiosity, had the brightest smile, and loved one thing more than anything else, the moon. Every single night, without fail, before drifting off to sleep, Benny would sit by his window. He'd look up at that glowing orb in the sky and whisper, "Good night, moon. I wish I could meet you one day." His parents, bless their hearts, would just chuckle softly. They thought it was just a sweet, innocent bedtime habit, but Benny, oh Benny, truly deeply believed that one day the moon would actually answer him. And guess what? He was right. One special evening, the stars seemed to twinkle with an extra sparkle, as if they knew something amazing was about to happen. Benny noticed the moon shining even brighter than usual, bathing everything in a warm golden light. He rubbed his eyes, just to make sure, and then he gasped. Right outside his window, a ladder, made purely of moonlight, was slowly, steadily forming. It was breathtaking. Before he could even utter a single word, a gentle, melodic voice echoed from above, wrapping around him like a warm hug. "Benny, come, climb up. I've been waiting to meet you." Benny's heart did a little flip-flop in his chest. Was this real? Was he dreaming? He cautiously reached out and touched the ladder. It was solid. It was real. With a mix of awe and a little bit of nervous excitement, he began to climb, step by careful step, higher and higher, until he reached a soft, shimmering silver cloud. And there, surrounded by a breathtaking canvas of twinkling stars, stood the talking moon. It was large, it was glowing, and it was smiling the kindest smile Benny had ever seen. "Welcome, Benny," the moon said, its voice like soft musical chimes. "You've been greeting me every night. And tonight, I want to show you something truly special, a place where dreams are born." Benny's eyes, already wide with wonder, grew even wider. "Dreams are born," he whispered, barely daring to breathe. "Yes," the moon confirmed, its glow intensifying slightly. "Come, I'll show you." And so, they floated together, effortlessly, across the vast stardusted sky. They passed by countless glowing bubbles, shimmering with all the colors of the rainbow. Inside each bubble, Benny saw incredible things, children laughing with pure joy, soaring on the backs of magnificent dragons, painting vibrant rainbows across the sky, and embracing their families with so much love. "These," the moon explained, its voice full of gentle pride, "are the dreams of children from all around the world. They are what keep the night full of hope and pure happiness." It was a sight that filled Benny's heart with warmth and wonder. Just when everything felt perfectly serene, the stars began to flicker nervously. A sudden, chilling wind swept across the sky, carrying with it an ominous whisper. Out of the deepening darkness, a giant, swirling shadow began to emerge, coiling and twisting like thick smoke. The Dream Eater. The moon gasped, its usually steady light dimming slightly with alarm. "He steals happy dreams and turns them into terrifying nightmares." Benny felt a shiver run down his spine, a cold sensation that reached right into his brave little heart. The Dream Eater's voice rumbled, deep and menacing, shaking the very stars. "Happiness is useless. Fear is stronger." It bellowed, its shadowy form growing larger, more intimidating. The moon, however, quickly turned to Benny, its light focusing on him. "You're the only one who can stop him, Benny. You have a kind heart, and kindness is stronger than any fear." With a gentle nudge, the moon presented Benny with a star wand, glowing with a soft, comforting light. Benny's small hands trembled as he took it, but he stood tall, his chin up. "I'll do it," he declared, his voice a little shaky, but full of brave resolve. The Dream Eater, seeing this small boy, let out a terrifying shriek and charged towards them, its shadowy form spreading darkness across the entire sky. Benny, despite his trembling hands, raised the star wand high above his head, its light cutting through the gloom. He took a deep breath, looked straight at the approaching darkness, and shouted, with all the courage a 7-year-old could muster, "Go away, dream eater. The night belongs to dreams." And in that very instant, a brilliant warm beam of light burst forth from the wand, spreading across the sky like the most beautiful sunrise. It filled the stars, illuminated the clouds, and even enveloped the moon itself with its comforting warmth. The Dream Eater let out a piercing scream as the pure, radiant light surrounded him, breaking his smoky, terrifying body into countless tiny sparkles. These beautiful, harmless sparkles then drifted away, disappearing into the vastness of the sky. The sky, once again, grew bright and clear. The stars twinkled happily, as if cheering. The moon, its full, benevolent light restored, smiled down at Benny. "You did it, my brave friend," the moon said, its voice filled with pride and affection. "You've saved the dreams of every child tonight." Benny, feeling a blush creep up his cheeks, smiled shyly. "I just wanted everyone to sleep happy," he mumbled, kicking at a loose cloud. The moon chuckled, a warm resonant sound that filled the air. "That, Benny, is exactly why you succeeded. You have a heart full of light, and that light is powerful." As the first gentle rays of morning began to paint the distant horizon, the moon whispered, its voice growing softer. "It's time for you to go home, Benny, but remember this, bravery isn't just about fighting monsters, it's about keeping the light inside you alive, always." The moonlight ladder, just as magically as it had appeared, reappeared outside his window, and Benny slowly, carefully climbed back down, his heart full of an adventure he would never forget. When he finally opened his eyes, he was back in his own cozy bed. Sunlight was peeking through his curtains, casting warm patterns on his carpet. For a fleeting moment, he wondered if it had all been a wonderful dream, until his gaze fell upon his pillow. There, nestled amongst the soft fabric, was a tiny, glowing starstone, shimmering with a faint, magical light. Picked it up, a wide smile spreading across his face. He whispered softly, looking towards the bright morning sky, "Good morning, moon. Thank you for believing in me." From that day forward, Benny never stopped looking at the night sky, and every single time the moon shone bright, it seemed to wink at him a secret. Knowing sign between two incredible friends who had once shared a truly magical night high above the clouds. This beautiful story of Benny and the talking moon reminds us all that kindness and courage are truly the brightest lights, capable of chasing away any darkness, even in the deepest, most shadowy night. Thank you so much for joining me on this enchanting journey. If you loved Benny's adventure, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with someone who needs a little magic in their day. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more heartwarming stories. See you next time.